Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, Serving Nerve, where I'm a lady today. Hello. We're wearing a dress. We're going through the Tradwife-isms, and we're going to check out that trad life. And we're also going to be drinking dirty martinis that we originally made for our husband, but we also realized we don't have a husband because we're not traditional enough. Anyways, martini's mine, and yeah, we're just going to get into this video.
Number one rule as a tradwife. This is your duty as a wife. A man's home is his castle, so he should be treated as a king. He's working a stressful job, maybe working long hours, just so he can provide for you and the family.
I'm just gonna point this out already. Yeah, a man's home is his castle, but his castle also needs a queen. You're the queen. If you're married, have kids, and live in that house with that dude, I'm just saying, it's just as stressful being a mom, having to take care of your kids, having to protect your kids constantly, deal with the trials and tribulations of life, cook dinner, clean the house, do the yard work, do everything that you need to do as an individual, do the grocery shopping, trying to figure out, hey, what can I do to make my, family eat well while also saving money here, or whatever stereotypical shit we want to talk about. Like, this is the thing. You need a balanced relationship. It takes two to tango. You need that mutualism. Now, I am all down for the woman of the household to be treating the man of the household like a king, but she's got to be treated by him like a queen. That is how it's supposed to be. You rule the domain together. So I hope it's implied there because it does take two people to make a relationship work. That's just my thought process on it.
So he rightfully deserves peace. That being said, it's every wife's duty to appreciate her man and all his hard work. Show him how much you truly appreciate him, okay? He is your king and you are his queen. That is your duty.
I have a question about this because they aren't saying that you're like the lowly peasant to the highest king, But I want to really know, what the perception is of, these people when it comes to, what their husband provides versus what they should provide. If there's, you operating the household, taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, doing all of those things, that is a job in itself with equal, if not more, effort put in than working your 9-to-5 typical office job that's not particularly variable and oftentimes, not super difficult to do. It's mostly monotonous depending on the profession. So if you're comparing both of those two things and then you have to please your man more because he comes back stressed out from work, he also still needs to endeavor to take care of you and also make you feel just as valued in the relationship. I just really hope that with this kind of community of people, they don't do the whole flip-flop where it's all of a sudden, submissive women having to take care of the men that rule them. It's very weird. I just don't quite get it, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm stupid about this. Maybe I'm being, a pawn of the new age feminists or something. It's 2023, dress like it. Nah, no thanks. Do your thing, honestly. I freaking love that look. I think it's totally cute, and it works. It does. And I think that women should wear what they want and not feel particularly, chastised to dress for the times. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think you should just wear what you want and be comfortable. That last fit was fucking super cute. Jesus Christ. Oh, I've seen this woman before.
TikTok's Tradwives are under attack because the internet thinks they're a plague to society.
These tradwives on social media are going to be the end of y'all. They are selling you a life and a dream that they do not even live.
In the past few months, the internet has been flooded with a surge of content where young moms and wives look and act like they came out straight out of a 1950s magazine. They are devoting themselves to their kitchen and their family, taking care of their working husband and children, while also looking extremely content and very fashionable. These are the internet's tradwives, and they are pushing the new, most ridiculed genre of content currently on the internet. The world became familiar with tradwives because many of them celebrate and promote their values through social media channels like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. There, they've created communities through hashtags like #Tradwife, and use these channels to provide tips and tricks about their lifestyle. Some of the most successful Tradwife influencers have well over 1 million followers. For example, Nara Smith and Hannah Nealman of Ballerina Farm.
We're gonna have to check out these people because I know I've heard about both of them. But what's the problem here? I don't get it. Is it because they're richer than you? I don't see the problem, is the thing. Sure, they're selling you a lifestyle, but, they don't need to sell you shit. you're not doing shit. Like, I just don't get it. Like, unless they're promoting products and stuff, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm oliving around like a little Greek, but I'm trying to figure this out. What is the problem? Like, what is the issue here? I really don't see the issue yet. Maybe they're going to reveal some grandiose element, but so far, I am unsatisfied.
Both of which are two content creators that are probably in the very top. Smith has 1.5 million followers on TikTok, while Nealman has a whopping 8.5 million followers on Instagram. But in addition to being the favorite meme currently, they are also being accused of something much worse. Apparently, they are all lying to us, and not only are they faking these seemingly perfect lifestyles, they're also promoting some seriously problematic mindsets. According to many, the lifestyle they are promoting can be extremely damaging and dangerous for young girls that might find it appealing, because it expects them to give up their careers and completely depend on their husbands.
Okay, I'm sorry. If you're that easily influenced on social media, then you kind of deserve it. I'm not trying to be like a blamer of victimhood, because some people end up in really bad situations and relationships, so obviously bypassing that. But when I see this kind of situation, I'm like, you can literally fix your career anytime. Like, you know, I know people who have fixed their careers in their 30s, 35s, 38s, that kind of zone, and they're doing fine. They're doing just as well as somebody else who's not in severe student loan debt. Like, reality-wise, yes, you are giving up your potential career, but you're also giving up your potential student loan debt, you know, your 9-to-5 work life, and you're also gaining, like, you know, a family, maybe, and a traditional lifestyle that some people might want. So I get that it's like a trend, and, you know, we watched like way too many movies about like Tradwife-esque type antics, and we want that lifestyle, and maybe like it's all fake and baloney. But I feel like at the same time, you will be equally as fucked in either direction. Like, just pick the direction you want to go in. If you want to go in that Tradwife direction, you're gonna get screwed some way. But, you know, the guy who's going in the career direction, he'll get screwed in another way. It's not that deep.
But not many can healthily live like that, except for the very select few.
A wife, your husband is taking care of you 100%. The very fact that they are on social media means what? What class? They have social media money. Means they don't depend on their husband. Means if that husband leaves them today, they will be fine by tomorrow.
Let's look.
See, that's a smart thing to say, because this person obviously does make a lot of money on social media. But again, I'm sitting here going like, she's living like a rich life anyway, so she's living it good. I feel like this is being overcomplicated. Like, this isn't some weird, like, insane women destroying movement that's gonna make women submissive and shit. And it's definitely not going to lead to women destroying their careers, when in most westernized societies where this is not a normality, you're gonna have women that are already like having their lives basically ruined with a combination of life stresses, depressions, anxieties, addictions, student loan debt, and, you know, all kinds of other shit that'll happen to them if maybe they don't take up this lifestyle. I'm not trying to, like, say this lifestyle is the thing to do. I'm sorry I'm going off, but the martini is hitting, and I still don't have a husband. So, you know, like, I'm just gonna go off like the typical Italian, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like this could go either way in multiple departments when it comes to, like, men, women, traditionalism, non-traditionalism. I don't know.
Look at Nora Smith as an example. She's married to a millionaire husband, Lucky Blue Smith, and is also extremely wealthy herself, as she makes a significant amount from the content that she creates and also works as a model on the side. That means that she...
Fuck, I wish that I were rich. I have to mention this. I like her recipe promotions, like the things that she does, like cooking-wise. It's good to create things when you can from scratch. But yeah, she lives an unrealistic lifestyle. She's super rich. She is a model, and, you know, she's, like, basically living the perfect life. Like, girls got it good. And most people can't live that life. But that doesn't mean that traditionalism is dead, depending on the economic status of the individuals. Because if you're middle class, and you're trying to cope with owning a home, and, like, doing your thing, and you only got one income stream, and it's, like, a middle class income stream, you might struggle. One income stream combined with a full family, like, how much money do you need to make? But you could probably pull it off still. I don't know. I'm getting weird. I'm sorry. I'm being kind of dumb.
She is in no way financially dependent to her husband, and if she's acting like she is selling a completely falsified image of her life to her fans. And the reality is sadly much, much worse. Let's look at the heartbreaking story of this failed tradwife who unfortunately got handed the short end of the stick.
Because when I was a 19-year-old girl, I fell in love. My Mormon faith told me that I was supposed to be a stay-at-home mom. I got married. I started having babies. I dropped out of college. I never had a career.
She continues saying that whenever she wanted to work, or even when she started her own small business, her Mormon husband reminded her that he is the man, and that he should work and she should look after the home.
I would work our family business throughout the next 24 years of my marriage, but I never got paid. I didn't have a salary. My name wasn't on it.
But now she and her...
Okay, that's fucked up. If you're working, then you gotta get paid. If you're a housewife, you should be getting pampered at the end of the night. Alright, you should be just taken care the fuck of. Like, I fucking hate that. But also, like, I feel like Mormonism might be a problem as well. Like, I'm not well versed with Mormonism, so pardon that. Maybe it's not bad. But I feel like you can end up in some really bad situations in the wake of traditional religious values. I know traditional values are typically born out of religious means. Anyways, point being made is it really sucks when you're given the short end of the stick, but I got a stick in my mouth. So I'm gonna tell you, just because there's some people who get fucked in this direction doesn't mean that everybody's gonna have that kind of same issue. I just don't know how realistic the trad wife life is.
Her ex-husband have been divorced for 5 whole years. And as some expected, he left all the kids with her. But he continuously refused to pay alimony, leaving the poor mother to struggle to feed her kids and make ends meet.
And within just a few months, I was living in my car. While he made about $250,000, he has only paid alimony one time ever in the 5 years since we've been divorced. Once ever.
I have my sympathies. I was also in the same boat as a child in a no child support family. Like, my dad really tried to not give us child support. It's one reason why I disowned him. He really was apprehensive about giving, like, child support. Like, basic child support for necessities. Getting into talking about daddy issues, whatever. But, I have my absolute sympathies because it is incredibly stressful growing up and or being a woman or a wife or whatever the fuck, dealing with not getting paid child support when you're owed child support. That shit's important. Trust me. It is hella fucking important.
In the heartbreaking video, this mother reminds young girls of a very important life lesson. And that's to always be smart and careful about who they trust, because there sadly isn't anybody that will look after them better than themselves.
You have to be self-competent. Like, you guys should always make sure that you have some kind of income stream, some kind of outlet. It doesn't even have to be huge. It just has to be something. Something that you have complete power and control over. Something that is not a duality of ownership. You own it. It's your thing. And also, on the basis of making some money, you should always have a little side hustle or something when you can. I know that if you have a bunch of kids and stuff, it's difficult. It'll probably make things much more beneficial for you. I think it's a pretty good idea, and it does take away that power imbalance from what I could perceive. So yeah, that's the video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think about Tradwives? What do you think about that trad life? Do you think it's a scam? Are you into it? Personally, I am not against the idea of getting married, having kids, being a stay-at-home mom or whatever you want to call it. But I do not believe in the relinquishing of power and responsibility. I also don't believe in being submissive or weak. And I also don't believe in the idea of not having your own, like, financial competence or making your own money. I think that you need to have a good balance when it comes to these things, which is why I don't really support the trad wife ideal. But saying that, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your perspective on this? And also, do you like dirty martinis? Because I've just recently acquired a love for a good old-fashioned dirty martini. Are you guys a fan of a dirty or a dry martini? Or have you never had a martini before? Anyways, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. It has been lovely. Slater.